Well, hello again. Another short video. This one is that we've had an upgrade from 172 up to 174, which I didn't know anything about. Normally when you turn Railmaster on, you get a pre-warning that there's been an upgrade. Do you want to do it? Click the green button and it does it. But for some reason they haven't done it. Now, I was actually dealing with a couple of gentlemen the last few days, and one of them said, well, I did the upgrade and it's gone wrong since. So what upgrade? So I went on and looked at it, and it is now 174. Now, because I've got two Railmasters, we've got this one here, it was just a railway, and I've got one downstairs in the office. So I went on the one downstairs, and it's actually a fact, if you actually go to your guide, if you get down to here, which is page 7, I think 7, yes, you'll see one there which is that setup. If you click on that, it'll then bring you up it'll do a download. You see it down here, you open file, and then it bring you up the wizard. You click the wizard, go through all the little wizard parts of it, yes, install, and it'll then give you 174, which this is. So I did that downstairs, of course, and then I did then, I go to one which is in the Railmaster system called release notes. So I've actually take this one down here, and we actually go to here, not that one, sorry, wrong one. If I go down to here and go to my files, which is down here, go to Railmaster, and if you go down, right down here, right down the system, keep going, and it's there, release notes. If you click on that, it'll show you all the alterations they've done to Railmaster since November 2011. You can scroll down this and see all the different parts, but this is all the new stuff that they've actually put in. Now, of course, I do everything like this, I actually take copies of it. And what they've actually got in here, as you can see here, although they got that, sometimes that doesn't work, but they've got Hattons, they've got Gauge Masters, Lays, Soundtrack, Zemo MX648, Dapple Imperium's in there now, and then it says new Railmaster I&I file set to expand track plan on start. Improved master-slave network terminations and guide updated to 174. So I did all that. Now also is it, that I&I file which it talks about is this. This is on page 32 on the guide, and it gives you all these different things here for classic buttons. Classic button, what that is the hare, tortoise and hand, or you can actually have it in text, so you change that to do that. But beware, do not play in this unless you know what you're doing. I've done this for 8 years, I know all these little bits. And then it goes on all the way down, there's all this different stuff here. One of the things is this, there's alternative comms and there's check controller. Those two are the ones that decide whether it's an E-Link or an Elite. The last time they did one in December 2019, what happened with that is it changed my system up here to an E-Link, and mine isn't an E-Link, it's an Elite, which is there. So as soon as what it did, it just turned the system off. So straight away I went into this and checked, and that's what it was. Because those two actually tell the system what you're working off. This full controller, what that one is, a lot of this, when you click on the I&I file, some of this doesn't exist. You have to put them in. So full controller, what that is, it actually is when you've got your functions up on the full screen, it tells you that there's 8 functions, but then you have to press the little red arrow to bring it down. But if you change that, it brings you up 16 functions, where I do with quite a lot of people when I'm doing it. And I do the mouse and stuff. And then there's this one here, which is expand plan 1, collapses top and bottom, pro only. Now, we've always had this, so why this bit here is in, God knows. And that's the thing with it. But that's, I work on this all the time, so I know how to do all this. So if I actually take that on out now, and we come back out of here, we'll go back onto here. Right, so this is what they were talking about, is that little arrow there, and there's that little arrow there. Now if I actually click on the arrows, find my mouse, there we are, what it does, it takes the top out, and it takes the bottom out, like that. So you've got a bigger picture. But in most cases you just reduce your screen down, that's all you do. So all you've got to do then is to click this again, and it brings it all back on again, and this one here. Thing is, the bottom one, if I do this, again, just to show you, it doesn't take anything which is that bit you want. It just this bit, which is when you're doing plus and minuses on a controller. So that is the strange part about it. So I'm saying there's my little mouse running there. But that is the thing, is it's so strange why they haven't actually done. I've actually wrote to Railmaster to find out why they haven't actually give us this update, automatically. Why I have to find out by somebody else. So, as I said, you've got that. Now, when I talk about that full controller, what I'm talking about is if I click on this particular logo here, normally you only get those there, and there's a little arrow there, and you click to get the rest of them. But what it actually does, it actually gives you the thing of actually putting 16 functions in all in one go. And as you can see, I've got shunt, cruise and stop, as I have there, instead of the hands. It's your choice, but the thing is it depends on which colour scheme you use. I use this one, which is sunset, and it gives me a better idea of the stuff on the top, which I do work with. So this is just a short video. Now, if anybody wants me at any one time, you can always get me on 01782 302194. My email address is there. One thing is, if you really want a lot of help, is to put the team viewer onto your PC. So I can actually link to your PC and go through this. I can actually show you all the different things you can actually do with Railmaster, more so with the Pro, which I've got. And I can actually look through your system. I do not go into picture files or documents. I only work with what's in Railmaster and nothing else. If there's a lot of people who I deal with, people in Australia, New Zealand, in Sri Lanka, and or England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland. I do everybody's, and a lot of people will actually tell you. I think on the last one somebody told me that what I can do for you on the railway, and this is what it is. So please contact me. I'm always here, 7 days a week. I don't go anywhere, and anything to do with Railmaster, if you're trying to set up Railmaster, I can set Railmaster up for you. Also, people can actually send me this track plan. I can actually put it onto my machine downstairs. I don't do it up here. And I can actually put you all the signals in, like I've got in my system here, check your points and or everything else, and then send it back to you. And all you've got to do is go to your settings there. The one which I'll give you is if you say this would say Brian, what you do then is I put Brian 1, and all you do is look for it in the settings in your particular track plan, and you find the Brian, and you'll get the new track plan. Already done, already finished. I've done some which it's taken me 6 hours to sort things out, but I will do it for you. Another thing is, when I tell you or ask you to subscribe to my channel, subscribe doesn't mean you have to pay. Subscribe, all it means is that when I do a video, you will get the video via an email straight away, so you knew I've done a new video for you. But that's all it is. Subscribe means that you can pick up my channel straight away as soon as I do them. I do not charge anything for this. I do this for free. I do it for the love of it. I love Railmaster and I love doing these videos for you. So what I'll do now is I'll actually do my crimson. Which is here, and I'll do the mogul as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do there's that one starting off. And we're down to the mogul, which is my latest one I had. So, as I said before, if anybody wants me, please subscribe, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye!